Oh no. I'm not breathing. I'm shaking. I should have probably put a heart monitor on for this. What the What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and to the season finale of Lord of the Mysteries Season 1. Yikes, I can't believe this is happening. I feel like I'm about to have like highlighted. I feel like I'm about to give a fucking presentation or something, but okay. Are some of my questions going to be answered today? Maybe. Will I have more questions? Probably. Have I been right on some of my theories? And will I learn that in this episode? Or will I learn that I was just like sorely wrong on everything? I don't know. But the anticipation and just thinking about it sends me spiraling, walking through my house and stuff, just thinking about it, thinking about sitting down and watching this. I'm excited to watch it, but the last episode was a roller coaster and I'm pretty sure it's not gonna just like relax. You know, I'm not pushing play on this episode and thinking it's gonna be a chill time. Last episode was called The Bomb. This episode is called Light. Is that supposed to be hopeful? Is it the light from the bomb? What could it mean? Could it be light from the eternal blazing sun? Because of that artifact that Klein has. Okay, guys. Before I get too deep into it, I have a lot to say. There was definitely some things I did not comment on from the last episode because of the sheer shock factor of everything that was going on and the pure exhaustion that I felt afterwards because it was crazy. So I want to say a lot before the episode because I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end. I don't know who's going to die, if anyone's going to die. Leonard is holding down the fort right now, gaslighting the absolute shit out of Melrose to make sure that this bomb doesn't go off. But the way that the last episode ended makes me feel like we might see him try to fight this thing until maybe we get some backup. Like Klein said, or like he thought in the last episode, it's time to show us your secret. And maybe he wasn't referring to the shadow thing going on with him and that voice inside of his head. Maybe he's simply referring to a conversation they had several episodes back where Leonard said, you know, we all have our secrets. As long as you're on my side and, you know, on the side of the Nighthawks, then we have no problem. So maybe Klein is referring to that conversation, sort of thinking like, okay, bro, if you have anything up your sleeve, now is the time, because Klein has something up his sleeve. Well, he has several things, but what I'm referring to specifically is his flaring sun charm from the eternal blazing sun, what he created. He definitely has that to work with, and I'm gonna start off with my notes right off the bat, commenting on some things with Azik that I didn't comment on at all in the last episode. We see Klein being unable to look directly at a god, you know, at the true creator, at her belly. And in that same moment, that whistle was suppressed. So he instinctively reached for it. He is constantly thinking about Azik as this sort of support, this person who is so old, so wise, so helpful to Klein, and he knows, going back several episodes, that if he does not tell the Nighthawks about his connection with him and everything he learned about Azik, that in turn, Azik will save his life. So he reached for the whistle and it was suppressed, and I'm wondering if it was suppressed because of the proximity to this new baby being born, what we're calling a sequence 4 mythical creature, at least, right? At least a sequence 4. But the flaring sun charm lit up, and I don't know if that was an indication just to show us that that is in his pocket, or if it was actually heating up or vibrating or sort of wanting to protect. That's really, really cool. I think that in this episode might potentially save Klein's life or save the situation in some way, because it seems like it's not affected by what's going on with the true creator. So I'm really glad that I sat down before recording this. I took the time to just go back and double check a few things. There was some things that were said that I feel like were important that I wanted to touch on right now before we head into the madness. So when Klein left and he was with Dunn and all of that chaos was going on, Klein noticed that the whistle suppression weakened, and that's why I think maybe it's because of the proximity to the true creator. So he was lower down, and I think he was able to finally contact Azik and warn him in that way. So we have that going on. So Azik knows what's happening. We have the Cathedral who knows what's happening. But what Kleins said when he was he writing or sending the message to Azik? He said, and I didn't even comment on this, but he said, Mr. Azik, the one who made my fate erratic and took your child's remains, might finally be showing themselves. He went on to say this is a dire situation. Fuck. Right? But the first line was really interesting to me, how he said, the one who made my fate erratic. I, for some reason, was not under the impression that Azik himself personally made Kleins' fate erratic. I thought that Azik was making a statement about his fate being erratic already. So that was interesting. I just wanted to comment on that, maybe put a pin on that over there and see what happens with Klein and his fate and what that means with Azik. I just thought it was an interesting way to describe that moment. Speaking of Azik, this completely, I don't know. I must have read it in panic and it went right out my brain because it was the ritual and everything was happening and Melrose was on the verge of exploding and it was, guys, the last episode was insane. So, in the ritual, remember they used that skull. It is Azik's son's skull. They know because it was said, characteristics of a descendant of death. So that means Azik is either death itself somehow or a descendant of. If Azik's son is a descendant of death, does that mean Azik is death? Like, I don't know. He has this powerful messenger that is in the shape of a full skeleton. He has lived for forever. He's eternal. And so they needed his son's skull for the ritual for the body because it says characteristics of a descendant of death so that the body can become immortal. Allow this body of a mortal to become a vessel to welcome a being's descent because we're summoning, we're basically giving the true creator a body to walk among the earth, right? And they want to make that body powerful and eternal. They're trying to give their god, like all the things. They're like, let's make sure that this body is solid. It's not just any old human body, right? So that's why they used Azik's son's skull. And I can't believe I missed that in the last episode, but there was a lot happening. Okay, another thing that is bothering me. When Klein tried to look, he tried to use his vision to see inside of Melrose to check out this baby and then realized that he was going to die if he did so. We got a scene that completely flew over my head because I was so caught up with the fact that he had that visceral reaction and that survival instinct to not look because you do not look at a deity, at a god, don't directly look at them. There was this very interesting line and I looked back in the episode and I don't know who is talking, but we saw notes and it said, I started the Industrial Revolution with my own two hands, personally ushered in the age of steam and machinery. But will this only become a hotbed for the descent of an evil god? Is that whoever is using the feather, the artifact 0-08, are they watching this and seeing that? And was that their thoughts that we heard? Who could be, who are we hearing that would be able to see what's happening, and then we get that dialogue from them as all hell is breaking loose? That's confusing, and I can't tell whose voice it is either. I don't think it's Lenivas. Lenivas wants this to happen. It sounds like this person who started the Industrial Revolution with his own two hands doesn't want this to happen. Wait a minute. And look, we have not heard about the Antigonus family notebook or the Emperor in a while. I feel like that's about to just come into play all of a sudden. Almost like, oh, did you forget about this? Boom. So was it the Emperor that created the Industrial Revolution? But then why the hell would we be hearing his voice? And is that why we saw that notebook? It showed a scene, I think, of characters in Mandarin or something. I'm not really sure. It could have been from his diary. But why would we be hearing his inner dialogue about what is currently happening? That makes no sense. Unless he is somehow still alive in some sort of fucking vortex, or let's see. He wished that he became a seer. Did we learn about what happened to him? Oh my god, I'm spiraling now on the Emperor. Is he dead? Or did he become a high-level beyonder? Okay, I'm putting a pin in that. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's dead and I'm just freaking out. Okay, but that still doesn't explain who's talking. Personally ushered in the age of steam and machinery. Okay, so someone's watching from above. I feel like multiple fucking people are watching this occur, right? So what Dunn said about coincidences, this is another thing, guys. It's like check, check, check. Okay, next, what Dunn said about beyonder coincidences. Why did he say beyonder coincidences? Are coincidences connected to a pathway? What is that? I don't understand why Dunn said beyonder coincidences. Is he just saying coincidences within the beyonders and everything that's happening? I'm not sure, but I guess he asked about it in his note to the Holy Cathedral. They did not respond about that, and I'm calling some kind of sussy shit going on because look, I think that they're gonna arrive and potentially help, but also I don't know a whole lot about the Holy Cathedral. People that are usually in power, sure, it's called the Holy Cathedral, but I don't know if they're, incredibly holy. I'm not really sure if, I don't know, they just kind of feel like secret holders, people trying to control the system. Is anyone who's ever in charge ever just like pure of heart and they have nothing but good intentions? Not often. We don't often find that in the real world or in literature. So I'm wondering if anyone at the Holy Cathedral could potentially be behind this. I know that there was that archbishop who went missing with the artifact 0-08, the quill that writes but with no ink. And they're after him. The Holy Cathedral is after him. Don't be withholding of the information of the whereabouts of this person and this artifact, which makes sense because of the ability that this artifact has. If, in fact, every single time we've seen a feather, that is actually somebody changing fate or manipulating a situation. You go to Dunn when we were down getting some artifacts and stuff, and he called upon Saint Selena's ashes, but he seemed to have been manipulated to make that choice. I also think because of what we learned about what Dunn is doing, how he is consuming all of these characteristics of the fallen. And in the last episode, it showed he could see all of them. I think I saw you guys say that in the novel, it goes deeper into what is really going on with Dunn and with him consuming all these characteristics from all of his fallen friends and comrades. It is making him, yes, progress slower, but also it's affecting his memory. He can see them all the time around him. And I'm wondering if, because he just consumed someone else's characteristics very recently, if it's taking a toll on him. I think we saw that in the last episode, but also he was manipulated to take out Selena's ashes, which isn't that also the core seal to the gate? So whoever is using the feather, I can't tell if they're on our side or against us, but Selena's ashes made the baby, the bomb, really agitated. I feel like it disturbed the bomb and escalated the situation because I think it felt like it was under attack. I think it sensed Saint Selena's ashes and was not okay with that. So it's actually escalating the situation faster, which is the exact opposite of what we want. Leonard has been in there gaslighting the absolute shit out of Melrose, and it's been amazing. But now it's not good. We're waiting for the cathedral people to show up and help us. I don't know if they're gonna arrive on time, or who's gonna arrive, or if they're really here to help us, or if they want this to happen. Who the fuck is controlling the feather? I don't think it's Lenivus. I don't think it is. I need to make a clarification. guys, in the last episode where we saw that sequence where it was showing time, and I think I freaked out just because of the way it was animated, but I think it was basically showing the past and the present with Lenivus and where he was going, and then Leonard who was tracking him. But the way that Lenivus looked, almost as if he knew that the cameras were on him or something. I don't know. He knew that he was almost leaving a trace, or knew that they would be searching for him. He left the letter there for them purposely. This is all like a fun game for him. 62 House Street, which, by the way, want to comment on this as well. In that moment, during the time where we saw him in the past, and then Leonard in the future tracking him, which later Klein also went to the residence. But in the past, we saw the sign like hanging, and we saw Lenivus straighten it. But then in the future, in present, it was still hanging. It was hanging again. So that's confusing as fuck. Did it just fall again? What is that about? What is that about? Why in the past would he fix the sign? Like, it would make more sense if it was reversed. Maybe it's nothing. I also have seen some amazing comments from you guys explaining the characteristics of Beyonders, what Beyonders leave behind, why Dunn is choosing to consume those characteristics instead of giving them to the Holy Cathedral, because then wouldn't they be made into like artifacts? Which I need to comment on something about that. So the origin of sealed artifacts. When a Beyonder dies, they leave things behind that can't be controlled or need to be sealed. They either become sealed artifacts or Dunn consumes them. And he's only able to consume those of the same pathway, because if he did that with anyone else, I think he would probably die on the spot, right? So when a Beyonder dies and there's like a leftover, it's not an artifact, it's called a Beyonder characteristic. You can keep it because it's solid. So for example, I think Neil, we saw his eyes drop. I think that was his characteristic that was left behind. And then we saw Dunn holding a container as he was talking about this. And I'm pretty sure Neil's eyes were in that container. So in the case of Kenley, it was his heart that formed the characteristics. And I guess it's like taking a potion if you do consume their characteristic. I don't know. There's a lot about this, probably tons of lore to dive into about the creation of potions, Beyonders, what happened to them when they died, all of the characteristics, how artifacts are created. But so let me see if I'm understanding this correctly. Does that mean that Neil's eyes could potentially become a sealed artifact and have some sort of potential powers behind it? If a Beyonder dies and they leave behind things that can't be controlled and need to be sealed, then they turn into a sealed artifact. Dunn can't consume Neil's characteristic, aka his eyes, because he's of a different pathway, right? So is Dunn just holding on to them, or does he need to give up those eyes to the Holy Cathedral so they can make a sealed artifact? For example, the mirror in the last episode, the spirit medium mirror, I guess that came from a Beyonder of the corpse collector pathway, sequence 7 spirit medium, but I'm confused about the fact that it is a mirror. If it's coming from the body, like, it's making me think of Saint Selena's ashes. She was a high sequence Beyonder. Her ashes became a sealed artifact, and now current Beyonders can use Saint Selena's ashes and the abilities within that sealed artifact to help defend themselves. I'm learning. I'm literally sitting here trying to put the pieces together. Let me know if this is right or wrong. I also don't want to dive too deep into it because I don't want to be potentially spoiled, or I don't know, maybe we learn about it more in season 2. But I saw in the comments that does explain some weird things that we were seeing, like the brain and talking about the blood of the clown or something. Basically, all of these Beyonders characteristics and how they're used in the potion making. Maybe they were being held there to be sent to the Holy Cathedral to be made into some sort of sealed artifact. It's very interesting. There's a lot of lore there that I don't know about yet, but thank you in the comments so much for sort of glossing over those details about the characteristics of Beyonders and sealed artifacts. So, okay, sealed artifacts. And I think this is the last thing I'm going to say before we get into this, because it's now been, this is a pretty long intro, but guess what? It's the season finale and there's a lot to talk about. Sealed artifacts. Guys, we learned that that feather is a sealed artifact, right? Grade 0 sealed artifact 0-08. It looks like an ordinary quill that requires no ink. So if I'm understanding this correctly, because it's a sealed artifact, that came from someone? Did that come from a Beyonder, potentially high sequence? Because it's so powerful. Okay, if that is true, oh my God, guys. Okay, so someone I think is using this sealed artifact to change the narrative and to influence people. Fate, changing fate, I don't know. But that means that someone is using this sealed artifact that is very, very, very high, grade 0 sealed artifact. That potentially comes from a Beyonder who died, and that needed to be, that piece that was left behind, was that someone's characteristic that was left behind that needed to be controlled, so it became a sealed artifact? And if it's so high, then like how high was this the Beyonder? Was the Beyonder, like, I know I was talking about like, okay, what is it from the true creator? You see feathers quite a lot in several different situations. I was wondering if it had anything to do with the Antigonus family. They were all seers. I've theorized a lot about this. About if it is, I mean, I think I even went as far to say, is it Klein from the future? Like, I think it is some sort of sealed artifact from an incredibly high sequence Beyonder, potentially in the seer pathway. And I don't know what that means or who might be using it. If it is the archbishop that escaped with it, sometimes you don't really know. It's like, what's a lie? Are they trying to lead me into one direction, but it's actually, I'm supposed to be looking over here? Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to throw that out there. I kind of, through reading your guys' comments on sealed artifacts and then putting the pieces together and realizing that the feather is also a sealed artifact. What the fuck does that mean? Where is it coming from and who's using it? I don't think it's Lenivus. We saw him at the end of the episode saying it's time for the final act or whatever, right? He's watching from somewhere. Yes, the final act begins, and it showed him writing. But guys, he was writing with a normal pen. If he's using the sealed artifact, it is a quill that doesn't use ink. I think it's someone else, but I can't tell if they're on our side or not. So there's a lot of, oh God, there's so much happening. There's so much at play. I think that's all I have to say before diving into this. I don't know if I hit anything on the nail. I don't know if I'm about to push play and find out that all of this was pointless. Or, you know, hopefully not. Oh my God. I hope I get some things right. Maybe we won't learn anything. Maybe we'll have to wait until season 2. But I definitely think that whoever, because the feather fell, we heard Saint Selena, Saint Selena, Saint Selena. And then Dunn said, oh yeah, can I use that artifact? And it is also protecting the gates. So I feel like, aren't the Nighthawks, like, aren't we in an even weaker, more vulnerable position now if the gate doesn't even have its core seal? And was that a wise idea? Or is it simply the only thing that might help us? I don't know, because it kind of escalated the situation. Okay, guys, I think I'm now at the point where I gotta push play on the episode because I'm beginning to spiral a little bit in my thoughts. I can't wait to see what happens. Please leave your comments down below. I love reading your comments, and this is a big one. This is season finale, so I can't wait to read all of your paragraphs. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I'm scared as well about Leonard and Klein and Dunn, like all of them, this whole city. And what is the Emperor just like looking down and watching all of this? I don't know, guys. Oh my God, I have so many questions. I actually created more questions for myself through this discussion, through this 30-something minute discussion. It's gonna be another long episode, but you knew that. You knew that coming in. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, it's time, guys. It is time to push play on this episode. I'm gonna buckle up. I don't know what is in store, but I think Doomsday is here and I'm about to experience it. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go. Without further ado, it is Lord of the Mysteries, episode 13. Let's go. Nah, there's no way I'm ready for this right now. I'm terrified. I saw a feather on the table. Be careful. I see a white quill at this desk. Whose office is this? Is this someone at the Holy Cathedral? No, it couldn't be that. I mean, would that? I don't know. That doesn't look like what I imagine the Holy Cathedral to look like. But I see a quill. Oh my god. Leonard, you got this? Oh my god. Oh! 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 He went all the... Oh, fuck! Oh my god! He's like, here you go. I'm bringing her to you. Jeez, Leonard. All of a sudden, Leonard descends and so does evil itself. Yeah, see? She can sense it. Oh. Oh god, Dunn. Oh! Wait, does... Yes. Oh my god, I was gonna say, does he know what it is? Does he know that he can't? Like, there's... You don't want to die using it. Okay, wait. I can make use of this. Good. Okay, it can steal an ability from a target within range. Chance of... Against a high sequence beyonder, chance of success is lower. Yeah, well, because it would be harder. Yeah. Didn't Dunn also say that you can't use it for more than 30 minutes if you're sequence 8? I think Dunn said that about Klein potentially using it before it starts sucking your vitality, like your life force. Okay. Oh my god, it moves so fast. What was that? Oh no. Oh! That's right! Stop it. Oh, it went through. This looks crazy. Oh my god, Klein? Fuck yeah. Dude, Dunn was about to be eaten or something. That was so sick with the editing. Okay, because, yeah, Klein's not here right now in this chaos. He threw that to Leonard and ran. This whole sequence is insane. I feel like it's gonna be like this whole episode, right? Okay. The goddesses. Yes! Wow! Yes. Come on, Leonard. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What was that? No! Oh my god! No!
10秒后你们再出来。
队长。
No, he's
10秒，这是命令。
Count to 10 seconds in your head. That's an order. Oh my god. What is he gonna do within 10 seconds? I hope he's not about to sacrifice himself or something right now. Oh my god! Whoa! This is beautiful. Is it working? These are some long seconds. Oh! Ah! What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! That was so cool! Yes! Yes! And they don't know that he has that. Oh my god. This is disgusting. Oh my god. What? What? Oh, what the fuck? No! What was that? I was just about to say, like, I'm not breathing, I'm shaking. I should have probably put a heart monitor on for this. What the fuck? The way that it just showed that, it was like showing his instinct, because since he leveled up to clown, his spiritual instinct, his intuition is so good. It seems like he was just attacked, and like a microsecond before it happened, because it happened so fast, he saw it happening, or he felt like it was gonna happen, but there was nothing he could do. What the hell? I thought it was gone! I thought we saw it burn up and evaporate! Wow, it shows him in that instant. I love how that was animated. That was so gorgeous. But in that instant, he tried to move. You see the attack happen, and he just barely misses. I mean, he would have probably died on the spot if he didn't have such heightened spiritual awareness. Oh! What am I looking at? What was that? What is this? Yes! Is he healing himself? There's so much going on! The sounds of the babies crying, this is so disturbing. I think Klein was healing himself. I saw something blue on his chest. I really thought that Leonard had it there. I thought that Klein had it there with his flaring sun charm, but no. Okay, who the fuck is this? Because everyone else is running. There's one person that's walking towards the explosion. Who is this? I don't know. This music is giving me an eerie vibe. What if, okay, I don't remember what that guy looks like. The Archbishop, whoever that is, I'm gonna just say it. I wonder if it is the guy that has been using the person. I wonder if it's the person that's been using the pen this whole time. The feather. Fuck, I don't know. Was that his office that we saw? He missed that warning because he already left because he was on his way here? Or is this just something completely different? This is really intense. Fuck. No! Old man. Oh, no! The fucking music. No! No, this is what we saw! Episode 1! Is he about to start using the tarot cards? Guys, I'm scared. We're only 10 minutes into this damn episode. What the hell is this? Yes! Yes, 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 yes! Oh no, but that means... No, no. What? A nightmare? Was it a nightmare the whole time? I don't know if Dunn's gonna make it. So, was that in the nightmare? All of the glass breaking, I'm wondering, like, is it perception being broken? Okay, it's a nightmare. And the symbolism of this, the reflection of the mirror, it's showing the Evernight goddess symbol and he breaks it. I don't think he's here to help. He walks by a candle, candle goes out. Like the symbolism that they're showing within the imagery of the introduction of this person is all bad. Oh, chills. He's still not Klein is still not okay. Oh my god. Dunn is really not okay. Oh, good. 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 Fuck you guys. What? Oh! No! I'm sorry, but look at that. The way that this is animated. Ah! Beautiful. Dude, if you look away, you miss it. I almost did. Oh my god. This is so fucking good. This is peak. If the word cinema was gonna be used to describe anything, it would be this. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? What? Oh my god. Oh my god.
我们成功了。成功了。
I don't. Did he just wink at him? Oh my god! I mean, his heart's out of his chest. What the fuck just happened? Is it that fucking guy? What the fuck is going on? Nah! How do we still have half an episode? What? I'm so, like, overwhelmed. Wait, I need a minute. Fuck. Oh my god, it's like, do I want to just, like, let it out? I'm trying to, like, contain it. But, oh my god. Well, that was a fucking twist. I was scared. I was so scared that he was gonna sacrifice himself. I didn't think he would pull out his own damn heart, though, and use Selena's ashes in that way. That was beautiful. The two of them just saved the entire city. But this fucking guy, whoever the fuck, I knew it! I was like, I don't know if they're here to help. Everything is telling me that they're not here to help. Where the fuck is the Holy Cathedral? What if this is? What if he is? This is what I was saying at the beginning of the episode. Who is the Holy Cathedral, really? The second that we saw all of the dead spirits, like all of their souls, my God. We saw Kenley and we saw Neil. And then I started, like, breaking. But I can't believe this. Like, look at Klein. There's blood coming out of his eyes. Dunn falling over, and his last thing he sees, is Klein. And then the last thing he thinks is of Dolly. And, oh my God, okay. What a fucking goat. But I don't even understand what just happened with Klein. Are we all dying? What happened? I don't understand. His heart was just ripped out. Okay. Just gonna try and plow through. Oh my god, it scared the shit out of me again. Fuck. I was like, I don't remember when it happens. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a lot of blood. With his own hand! What the fuck? What? Wait. Oh, he's like, oh, I need another heart? What? Guess, oh, wow, this is a long, dark screen right now. Okay, so I guess that's where the series ends. What the fuck? Why did they have to schedule out the next 10 years then? What are we going to be doing the next 10 years? It's Leonard. He's been saying since day one that he's the main character, right? Is this the Archbishop who escaped with 0-08? I don't remember what his photo looks like. If not, it's someone completely new. He's dying! Are we about to turn back the clock or something? What the fuck is going on? The fucking music! Fate. What? I'm not. Oh. I don't know. I'm not ready. I'm just gonna write that name down. Wait a minute. The mortal who invited me to come out of the gate? Because Selena's ashes weren't... they weren't guarding the gate, other artifacts and shit and things can come out? Was he in there the whole time? Fucking interesting that it shows Klein there. And then it goes to darkness. And then we hear a clock ticking. And then it goes back to Klein's face. And then we hear the sound we've been hearing every single time we've had the feather fall. And then we got a burst of those feathers. And someone saying that they have been released from the gate. I think something's going to happen where Klein's fate is going to change and he will survive this. The Nighthawk's symbol shattering. The Nighthawk symbol shattering. A red curtain opening, and here is the performance. Everything looks like it's being controlled. It's a fucking theater. Long-awaited freedom. Oh my God. Those wouldn't be the red smoke stacks, are they? Or something completely different. What? Oh! The mortals who plead with me always have small wishes they'd rather keep hidden. The notebook arrives according to plan. What the hell? Okay. Wait, so that's probably this guy's name. But this is not his. Oh my God. This is this character's name, but it's not the voice we're hearing. Because this thing, the feather, the artifact, is speaking. He yearned to possess Saint Selena's ashes, and then we saw him picking up Saint Selena's ashes. Everyone looks like a puppet master. After a dark divination, the lucky survive. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my God. Okay, so he survived that, and he was the one that brought it to the home. How amusing. Oh my God, I can't. Okay, he was infuriated. Wait, so one fucking minute. This is the Archbishop. Is this not? So it's been him and the artifact, and the artifact is speaking to us right now. Okay, and this all happened literally because he wants Saint Selena's ashes. Am I understanding that? That's wild. The deity saw through all the coincidences? Wait, I'm sorry. So the artifact and the fucking true creator, co-conspirator, the deity saw through all of the coincidences but decided to just let it all pass because they wanted they wanted the ritual to work. To break his, desiring to break his seals, he did not refuse. Okay. Oh my God, this is insane. The red smokestacks? He perceived his influence from behind the scenes. Yeah, Klein. Okay, so then he changed his plan. Yes, I remember this. At the beginning of this episode, we got the writing, someone saying it as if he was writing what was happening. All these black feathers falling everywhere. Oh my God! He then killed Klein, who had been a thorn in his side up to that point. So basically he was like, bitch, I am tired of dealing with you. You're ruining my plans. This is crazy. I love how it looks like they're all these wooden puppets. What? The descendant of death's characteristics. Were decoration for the ritual? Oh. What? Successfully advancing from a death pathway, sequence 5 gatekeeper, to an Evernight pathway, sequence 4 night watcher. Dude, this is insane. Okay. Does that have to do with like consuming and helping you achieve new sequences? Oh my god, sequence 5? This is bad. That's why he was after the ashes? Yeah, half human, half god. Ah! Guys, what? What? No fucking way. Leonard. What? I am not accepting that Klein is dead. I can understand that Dunn is. I had a feeling the captain would sacrifice himself for this, and the two of them saved the entire place. A telegram came in with no cipher. It must be from the Holy Cathedral. Poor Leonard! Red gloves are on the case. What? Oh, that's really cool. I wasn't aware you can apply to join.
警察部门已经阻止了这场危机。
女神保佑。所以克莱恩今天早上才精神恍。
难怪我们一向节俭的梅丽莎居然肯舍得买5苏勒的票，原来是想让克莱恩放松高兴。
Oh, so cute. Yeah, I figured.
克莱恩，你会。
Oh no. No way. Leonard had to go to his family. Stop! This is a massive, massive, heavy loss.
生命的火焰短暂，身躯终归尘土。英雄的魂灵永恒，是不熄灭的灯火。
Wait a minute. Okay. I was about to say 2 things and then I had some revelation, potential revelation. I wanted to read what this is saying. Looks like Dolly isn't going to the funeral. She's mourning on her own. Damn, that sand looks real. That dirt. The best older brother, the best younger brother, and the best colleague. Oh, stop. Oh, the turtle. I'm gonna cry. Wait, I need to like get this thought out. But that's okay, I'm crying. Let me just make a point though. That whistle, which none of them know anything about, is what Klein uses to summon Azik and his messenger, right? We have not received a response from Azik, and Azik is probably death himself or something. I don't know yet. It has been said Azik is supposed to save him, okay? From death. And then she puts that whistle in to his grave. They bury him with that whistle. I think that Azik's gonna do something and bring Klein back to life. Because I was racking my brain. This is impossible. We can't just keep moving forward without Klein, without the fool. What the fuck is this? Azik is gonna help him like help bring him back.
引你前往女神的神国。
And then I think maybe he'll either choose to stay dead and create a new life, or because I mean, how do you explain coming back from the dead? I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh.
我没能及时赶到。
Oh my god, wait. Is that Azik?
但幕后之人，我应该知道是谁了。
Wait, he just said I wasn't able to make it in time? But he might know the mastermind? Wait, am I wrong? Is he not gonna help him come back to life? Nah, I don't know now. I'm glad I said that before that happened. Oh, Leonard, he's just all by himself now. I'm so sad. God, this is... Here we go. What the hell? Why Hornacus? Wait, what? We're back here? What? What? Fucking what, guys? Oh my god, you're kidding. You're kidding! And he has...
算是陪葬品了吧？我现在是什么呢？
What?
或许只是一个从地狱爬出来，想要复仇的恶灵吧。
Wait, I'm so fucking confused. Is this his spirit? Like, this is where he is now? He went to the gray fog and he's healing himself, but is that his spirit and not his body? But then we saw something coming out of his grave. And Hornacus. Oh my god. What? Perhaps I'm just an evil spirit who crawled out of hell seeking revenge? Shit. This can be considered a burial item, right? Yeah, you were buried with it. What the heck? Oh my god. So beautiful. Wait, I'm looking at it. Okay, wait a minute. That's so gorgeous. Yes, those coincidences were sealed artifact 0-08's ability. Yes. Written word into reality. The captain? Wait, how is he able... Did he just divine all of that? That's pretty impressive. Isn't this Archbishop now a sequence 5? My desire to become stronger. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! 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 Not me watching 3 screens at once! Oh! That was so epic. What? I'm so upset about Dunn. Okay, but wait. So did he literally crawl out of his own grave and then he went to the fog and that's when he was questioning himself like, who am I? What am I now? I died. I don't have a heart. He was able to heal his heart within the gray fog. How did he even crawl out in the first place? Okay, maybe my theory with Azik and the whistle, that was nothing. I'm so upset about Dunn. What an incredible character, an amazing captain, and someone that has truly guided Klein this entire time. And now he doesn't have any of that. He's lost some pretty big pillars in his life. Neil, Dunn, he was never really that close with Leonard. There is Dolly there, but he was never really close with her either. But yeah, this is devastating. Oh. Is he gonna go home or is he gonna hide in plain sight? Oh my god. He's not gonna go back. Wait, what? That was beautiful. Wait, what?
戴维亚菊象征着快乐。熟悉的街巷人物少浮萍，愿望不想。
This is so beautiful. Oh my god. Okay, after credit scene. I just need to cry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. I have been just crying this entire episode. That was heartbreaking. That was so beautiful and heartbreaking. So he is choosing to be dead. He's not going back. He came back from the dead, and now he's going to be hiding in plain sight, probably to find this archbishop, potentially working on his own now. If he's not going to go back to the Evernight Goddess church, if he's not going to go back to Leonard and Dolly, is he going to allow them all to assume he is dead? And now he's hiding in plain sight, and he's acting his sequence as a clown. And he saw how sad they were. They're in mourning. I can't imagine seeing that, coming back in and seeing that. And he wanted to just like make them happy. Look, he did that for her, for both of them, for his brother and his sister. The beautiful field of flowers, and then it erupted into confetti, and then he gave her a bouquet of yellow, happy flowers and is parading around the city as a clown. Oh my god. Clown arc. Lord of the Mysteries clown arc. No fucking way, you guys. Oh my god. Oh, okay. I love this show so much. I love this. He did that for his sister. How fucking beautiful. Okay, we have an after credit scene. It doesn't look like it's very long. And I'm really glad that I shared my thoughts and talked for so long before this episode, because I'm a mess now. That was such a wild season finale. How beautiful that he's doing this for them. He is the clown now. This is crazy. He's hiding in plain sight as the clown.
象征着快乐。
He even changed his voice a little bit. His little hee-hee. Oh my god. Why is it just pierces my heart. And this music too. fucking gorgeous visuals. I'm so blown away. I'm a mess. I really want to keep, like, it's resurfacing. What are they leaving us with, guys?
先生，请问您是
Is this Klein?
夏洛克，莫里亚蒂。
Is what? Wait, does he have a new identity? Did he just wait? Did he just call himself Sherlock? What? How different does he look?
莫里亚蒂。
That's definitely him. Sherlock Moriarty. Not only is he the clown, he is now Sherlock. Are you kidding? Oh my god. And we have to wait? I don't want to wait for season 2. I need to watch it now. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck. Okay. I'm not good. I'm not good. What? What? Do I have to wait? Like over 2 years. Guys, what? Fuck. All I have to say at the end of that episode is fuck. Oh no. Oh. I'm a fucking mess. Hold on. I don't even know what I'm trying to prepare to say right now. I'm swollen and sad. Okay, so we did get some answers, right? That was absolutely incredible that we saw the Archbishop and how he was abusing this artifact. And I feel like the artifact, we were listening to it like, humans, so interesting with their requests, such small things. It's like maybe because him as an artifact, he can write, like anything that is written can become true. And I wonder if the artifact seems surprised that that's what he would be used for. I mean, at least I think I'm understanding this correctly. I don't even feel like I am ready to question how it even has a voice. He even sounds like he has a soul, which makes me go back to how sealed artifacts are created in the first place. Like, what does this feather come from? Who does this feather come from? I wonder if we can go so far as to say, kind of bouncing off of the ideas I had at the beginning of this episode about the sealed artifact, this feather 0-08, being from a very, very, very high level sequence beyonder. I wonder if it was so high that his will or his mind or his soul or something could be sealed away too with this artifact. Or like half of himself. Maybe he split. Half of him died and the other half is in the sealed artifact. Like, I don't know. The first half of the episode was insanity. Gorgeous, really traumatic, so sad. Klein died in that moment, and now we have Sherlock, and he is playing the clown. He is acting, and he's going to be leveling up probably in season 2 if he continues doing this. I'm wondering if he is going to investigate on his own. You know, I'm not really sure where was he going at the end of that episode? I didn't really see a sign. I'm not sure if it would be the Nighthawks. I'm not sure if it would be like the divination place either. But I think he is going to be investigating this Archbishop, maybe to seek vengeance or to avenge Dunn and everything that just happened. I feel really sad on behalf of Klein's brother and sister and Leonard. Leonard is going to join the Red Gloves, I think. He's going to apply, and that is going to be really cool to see. We didn't learn anything about him. Guys, we learned hardly anything about Leonard. He's just been there, around, with his flickery shadow, and the last episode, it was speaking to him. So I guess we're going to have to wait on Leonard. I'll patiently wait. I'm very excited to learn more about him. I can't believe that Azik returned with a white rose and just sent it. Like, he didn't even go to his grave. He sent it from the tree that he was standing at. Maybe he doesn't want to be seen. I don't know. Maybe it's because their relationship is secret, like no one knows about it. So why would Azik suddenly show up at his grave? I'm actually trying to figure out that scene where we learned about Azik and when Klein divined that if he keeps Azik a secret, that Azik would potentially save his life, but that didn't happen here. And I remember thinking, like, is that the near future or the distant future? So maybe something else will happen where that occurs. I don't know. But I think the gray fog or something saved Klein. Maybe in the moments right before he died, he went into the gray fog, and then he was in the gray fog, like when he was being buried and all of that stuff, and his ceremony was happening, and he was healing himself and doing all that divination. And then did he come back into his body, and that's how he was healed? Because his soul was in the gray fog? I'm trying to make this make sense to me with the information that I have. And if it wasn't Azik, then maybe it has something to do with the gray fog. I love Lord of the Mysteries so much. I wasn't even planning on reacting to this. It was not on my list. Like I didn't even know about it until the week it was coming out. And it is one of my favorite things this year. There is so much happening this year, but this is by far one of the top things for me personally. I love how much it makes you think. It demands your attention. I like that. This has been so enjoyable to experience with all of you. And yeah, it's probably the most shocking thing of the year for me. Completely unexpected masterpiece. Every episode felt like a full movie. Visually stunning. And the story and everything is phenomenal. I have said this in past episodes, but I'm definitely interested in getting volume 1 of the novel and just sitting down and diving deeper into the material. I think I will react to all of Neil's mysticism classes, probably make it one video on my second channel. Go follow me over there, FlexiJ Reacts, for all of the bonus content for Lord of the Mysteries. There's also some stuff out there from other creators that I might react to just to dive deeper into the universe. So if you have any recommendations on what you want me to react to, drop a comment down below. Please let me know if there are any bonus content or cut content or videos that explain certain situations better or certain themes within this whole first arc. Oh my god. I'm so sad that this is the last episode and I don't even know what to say, what else to say. I feel incredibly satisfied. I was fearing that Dunn wouldn't make it, so both Neil and Dunn did not even make it through the first volume, but I feel like I've watched enough shows by now to where I was kind of fearing that that might happen, that they would take away the people that Klein look up to and are learning off of, and instead of him being the student, he will become his own thing and eventually probably become the master. You know what I mean? So I was afraid that that would happen, and what a way to go out. To just have, I can't even imagine, like what? That's not even possible. I mean, it is for them. They're strong. But yeah, I can't believe that he ripped out his heart and put it in Selena's ashes. I feel like he knew that it might have to come to that at the end. Man, I don't know. This was stunning. I'm gonna probably watch the whole series over again in the English dub. Probably get the light novel. Only volume 1. I'm not reading ahead. Hell no. I'm waiting. But you guys have fun. You have fun. I feel like this has really widened up the fan base for this series, so I'm really happy for them. I'm really happy that it was such a success. I'm glad that it has opened the pathway to new fans of this series, and so many more people know about it now. I feel like with everything that I'm reacting to on my channel, hopefully it'll be a blink of an eye, and then we'll have the special episode next year coming out, which will probably feel like a movie. It's gonna be pretty long, and I think the quality is just gonna keep getting better and better, which is shocking to say because it's already so good. But I am, honestly, I can't say it enough, blown away by Lord of the Mysteries. And I'm so, so happy that you're all here. And if you found me through Lord of the Mysteries reactions, I'm so happy to have you here. Check out everything else I'm watching over on my channel. And if you have any recommendations, please let me know what you would like to see me watch next. I do a lot of Patreon exclusives. I'm currently watching 86 over on Patreon. I do exclusives over there because I'm watching so much over here on YouTube, and some things just don't perform that well on YouTube. I'd like to watch other things like Made in Abyss, and yeah, we have polls over there. We have polls. So yeah, if you want to become a more integrated part of this anime community, I welcome it. I'm happy that you're here, and just thank you so much for watching Lord of the Mysteries with me. I'm really, really upset to say goodbye because I know, like, I'm gonna hit that button, I'm gonna stop recording, and then it's gonna be done. If I have any extra thoughts, I'll probably include them in all of the bonus content that I will be creating on my second channel. I've reacted to all the chibi versions over there and the trailer for the bonus episode that's coming out next year. And yeah, I'm gonna check out some other stuff. Leave your recommendations down below, like I said. And what an adventure. What am I supposed to do with my notebook now? Full of panicked notes about season 1. It was really satisfying seeing like a recap of everything playing out as them as puppets and hearing the dialogue of Artifact 0-08 reflecting on it all. Yeah, I just feel so satisfied. That was an amazing episode. That is how you end a season. Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. But until the next reaction video, that's Flexi out. Thank you so much, you guys. See ya. Bye. And goodbye for now, Lord of the Mysteries. What a ride. Fucking crazy. What a nightmare.